What's up? What's up? Sorry, guys. I'm here doing paperwork, relaxing. Listen, it's a good Valentine's Day episode. Shout out to my baby boy Antoine Jr. He's 11 years old today. Show him some love in the chats. Some happy birthday love. Um, you know, 2012, man, LaShawn had him. And it's been nothing more than an amazing ride. Now, if being a parent is like that, I don't mind having more children. So, shout out to him. So today I'm not going to be too long, but we're going to be discussing, you know, hot leads, right? What are hot leads? But before we get started, let me make some announcements. Shout out to all my usual people, Dorian, Anne from Canada, everybody. I appreciate all of you guys. I love all of you guys for supporting us. Do me a favor and share this video out to maybe 3 to 5 people you like, love, and trust, or maybe one Facebook group. In fact, don't even share to the Facebook group because half the Facebook groups I don't even like the people that run them. So don't even share to the Facebook. Just share it out to 3 to 5 people. We're building a good community here. In fact, we're going to be launching a brand new Facebook group. Um, um, Probably by before the month's over, working with the team to come up with a strategy to keep it active and consistent. So if you want to be a part of the Facebook group, just put add me in the chat, and then we just go in throughout the videos. Either email you because somewhere we already have your emails, or send your personal DM to send you the actual invite to the Facebook group. Now, what's the purpose of the Facebook group? To be able to fellowship and communicate, as you see how Dorian and Anne is communicating. They can go in the Facebook group and communicate, to be able to underwrite deals and look at deals with you guys, to be able to give you insight, to be able to JV with you. There's been so many clients that I help sell deals for and do deals with over the years because the simple fact that they're clients of mine, they just need help with doing that. So that's going to really provide value. It's free of charge for to be part of the Facebook group. We only want high quality people in there. That means people that's willing to provide value, willing to participate, willing to answer questions, ask questions, things of that sort. So I can't wait for that to get started. And like I said, it's going to be a free group. There's no strings attached. There's no obligations. None of that crazy crap. I just want a community where we all can get together and just talk. You know what I mean? So I got a couple of quick announcements. Uh, oh yeah, so if you want to take your business to a whole nother level, click the link in the bio to sign up and see if you qualify for our Business in a Box program. If you're looking for a virtual assistant, click the link in the bio. Sign up for a call. We hook you up with a VA. If you want some quality hot leads today, since today is my son's birthday, I do 20,000 leads for $99 only today. That's the special runner today. 20,000 leads for $99. If you're serious about it, text me now, 202-335-3322. That's 202-335-3322. Text me the word serious. We'll work on hooking you up with that. Okay, let's talk about hot leads. So, what is a hot lead? A hot lead is a homeowner looking to sell within 60 days or less. In fact, drop your questions too while I'm talking, so that way we can knock all this out at one time. So, when you're talking to hot leads and speaking with hot leads, you have to be very direct with the questions that you're asking the hot leads, because you're looking to build a case. You're looking to solve the puzzle. What is this person going through to the point that I can provide value to them, that they'll be more than welcome and happy to accept my offer with open arms, right? Do we have a limit on our dollar for leads? No, you can call as many leads as your heart desire and add as many leads as you want into your dollar. Sorry about that. But that's how you want to position an offer, right? What are the 3 pain points that you discover? So write this down. What are the 3 pain points that you discover about the prospect? Do they have to sell? Do they want to sell? Or do they need to sell, right? Have to sell mean that, listen, I have to sell this house. I have an auction date coming up in 3 weeks. There's no way around it. Need to sell this. Man, I need to get rid of this house because I'm looking to relocate and move to another place, right? and then want to sell it. Hey man, give me your best offer. Well, if the offer makes sense for me, then definitely I will be open to selling. So you have to separate the type of person that you're on the phone with. Do they have to sell? Do they need to sell, or do they want to? I'm gonna type that in the comments. Tap to sell, sell, need to sell, or want to sell. I'm gonna write that in the comments so that way you guys can go back and see that. And what we mean by that is there's different personalities. Once you understand these personalities and speaking to the athletes, then you'll understand how to carry out the conversation with them moving forward in the conversation. Now, as you're talking to the athletes and you're discussing that, and then you need to figure out some other pain points or some hidden objections that they might not be telling you. One of the biggest hidden objections that you don't know is there another decision maker that's involved in this process, right? That decision making could literally be one's wife, cousin, brother, sister, spouse, anything. And I'm here to encourage you to slow down your conversations. It's okay to say, hey, you want to call back later on today as we get, this other person on the phone and invite the other person into the conversation. Or do you want to pick this up tomorrow and finish up tomorrow? See, as the acquisition manager, you have to show your clients that you respect them, you respect their time, you respect their decision making, you respect their thought processing. And that's going to take you really far when you're working with hot leads, right? You just don't want to come off so transactional to the point that a person feels like, oh, they just only talking to me because they thinking I'm going to sell my house right now. Well, most people are not even at that point to be making a big decision to moving forward to sell a house. As you hear me discussing past conversations, some people haven't even gotten that point in their brain. So when you force that on them, that's how you get people ending up going ghost on you, not picking up the phones, ignoring your messages, all of that stuff, because you scared them away to the point that they're like, I'm not ready for all of this, that what you're presenting to me just yet. So you got to ask yourself, what could you do to alleviate a person going ghost and going missing on you? You can make them feel comfortable. You can literally warm up the conversation. Your first 3 to 5 minutes on a phone call shouldn't be talking about numbers in a deal. It should be getting to know that person, massaging that person, and getting them to put their guards down, right? Here's some things that you can do and say. You might have heard me say this. How's your day so far? What you got planned today? Today is Valentine's Day, so this is a perfect day to be throwing out some hot, steamy rebuttals, right? Hey, what you got planned tonight? You going out? Your old man take you out? Your old lady take you out? Did you get some gifts this morning? Like little small stuff like that would take you far. Example, I bought my wife a big long stem dozen of roses from chocolates and wrote a really hot thought card. And then tonight we're going to go see the Titanic, her favorite movie, which I honestly don't like. But listen, sometimes you have to put yourself to the side and think about others. So if someone talk to me today, I'm going to be happy to talk to them because I'm excited about what I'm looking forward to, right? So in sales, the secret sauce to sales is to show people something to look forward to. So if you're talking about, this person said they want to move to Florida, they want to pack up and move to Florida, and they just need to liquidate their house so they can have the extra money. They already identify a new place to move. They got their budget, this and that. Dial down and double down on the vision of them going to Florida. Hey, man, listen, I can't wait till you get to Florida. Man, maybe when you get some of that money on this house that we buy from you, you can send me a plane ticket and we can go out for drinks. Or, man, I can't wait to see you get to Florida. Just stay away from the alligators. Or you can say, hey, man, I'm loving the thought of you moving to Florida. I definitely go down there a few times a year. Give me a suggestion of a good place nearby where you stay that I can come stay in. Or when we close on this, or when we actually, get everything, the contract, or we actually get all the paperwork right on this property, I definitely want to get your mailing address so I can forward you a thank you package or something of that sort, right? I love giving people that we buy houses from a nice thank you package. And I got a good idea for your thank you package. Giving them something to look forward to will literally help open up their minds to all the different possibilities, right? Think about it. The minute that you say, I'm in the market to buy a car, You're looking forward to the results of buying the car. Now you're wondering, damn, what kind of car I'm gonna get? Am I gonna get heated seats, a heated steering wheel? Am I gonna get an automatic? Am I gonna get a 4-wheel drive? Am I gonna get a pre-owned, certified pre-owned, or I'm gonna get a brand new, fresh off the boat with the plastic still on the seats with 3 miles on it? Your mind is going to be speculating, and you're excited about it, and it's ultimately going to be more concrete to make a decision to move forward because it's already determined the outcome of the decision that you should be about to make. So what does that have to do with real estate? It's all the same thing. Sales is one universal concept. Once you understand that and crack that, you can take this stuff and go into any business and generate you some money. And what I mean by that is that once you start to show people the future and doing business with you and what that looks like early in the process without being so pushy and being so agitating, they're going to want to do business with you. Then you start to call back and follow up. The secret to the hat lead thing is you can't going to be able to do everything on the first 1 or 2 calls. It may be you checking in 2 weeks later. Hey, man, I knew you said that you went out of town for your son's soccer tournament. How did it turn out for you? Oh, man, you caught a flight from BWI? Hey, man, how was the turbulence leaving out of BWI? I know the last few times I flew out of BWI, it was a bumpy ride getting up there to the cruiser altitude. You know, you're saying how I just went off subject and start to dig and build more commonality and rapport with this person. So that's something that you guys got to master. You can't just be on the phone strictly talking about a deal in real estate because you're not going to get anywhere. Right? So think about this. Look at the hot date and the hot lead as, would you go out with a person? Now, some of you will, but just for simplicity, would you go out with a person the first time you ever met them and literally ask for sex that first time within the first few minutes of even being in their presence? It's like literally you picked her up from the house and you haven't even made it across the bridge to the movie theater and you already got your hands down her dress talking about what's up with that. Now, some girls, they might go for that, but majority of the times, it's going to be a real turnoff, and that person might not even want to look at you or talk to you and deal with you anymore. That's the same concept of calling somebody out the blue and get straight to the business and like, yeah, what's up with this house? Yeah, I can give you this. I can do this. That's not the way to negotiate. You want to massage people and take your time with people. And thank you to my team for coming up with this whole hot date, hot lead concept because it does make sense. You want to massage people and take your time with people before you start to ask for the big ask. What's the big ask? How much are you willing to accept for your house? What it's going to take for you to sell me your house? That stuff is the least important thing because once they listen, people only do business. And this involves sexually, financially, spiritually, mentally. It's 3 reasons why someone would do business with you. Because they know you, they like you, and they trust you. So if they don't know you, right, you haven't spent enough time to build a good rapport with them, and they don't like you based on your personality, making them laugh and making them smile, then they're not going to trust you. And if a person's not going to trust you, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be something in the inner thought. And the inner part of their brain is going to say, no, don't do that shit. I don't know about them. So you gotta get good at plucking that little person off their shoulder. They're saying, no, don't do that shit. I don't know about them. You gotta get good at that, plucking them off really fast. Because at the end of the day, if a person knows, like, and trusts you, you already done cracked the code to getting the deal done. Now, there may be some specific mechanics around it, some things such as they don't have, even if they like to offer, it's so little equity in the house that they don't even have enough money to come to the closing table to pay the difference. So that may stop you. The house, they may owe more in the house than, what they currently can get for it. That may stop you. But then there's alternatives. There's things like short sales. There's things like creative financing where you may take a house that's in negative equity. And it's in such a new good condition that you can probably rent it out, Airbnb it, short-term lease it, corporate lease it to a company. Real estate is so diverse and different strategies that you can do that as you start to grow your investment strategies, you want to understand that you don't just always have to offer a seller 40 cents on the dollar for her house. So you guys got to start getting good at making people know, like, and trust you, so that you can move into these unpleasant conversations and say, hey, you don't want to rent it out, you don't want to fix it up and put it on the market, and maybe a cash offer is not really your forte. What about me giving you exactly everything you want, and in return, you give me the terms I want to that? So that's when the creative finance things and the sandwich lease options and all that stuff start to come into play. But you first got to get the experience. There are people out here that teach it, but when you start to look at different ways to generate contracts, you have to be really careful what you promise the prospect. So making sure that when you are talking to your hot leads, you're confident in the information you're providing them, because you position yourself as the expert on a conversation. So if you don't understand something, don't be afraid to say, you know what, I'm not sure the answer to that question. If it's okay if I call my partner and give you a call back in 30 minutes. Remember, it's okay to exit the conversation. I'd rather for you to exit the conversation than to make a fool out of yourself. Who agree? Would you prefer to exit the conversation than to make a fool out of yourself? Yes or no? Put yes or no in the chat. Right? The point I'm making today is that you got to understand exactly what your leader going through, so that way you can position the best offer possible. Because when they say, man, I talked to 4 people already, well, 4 people couldn't get it done. You're the 5th person. What makes you think you can get it done? The only difference between the 4 people and you is that you're listening, right? You're listening and you're asking the right questions. I preach this all the time, even to my one-on-one clients. You guys got to start. If you want this coaching to be the most effective training that you put your heart and money and pay for, you got to start getting good at asking good questions. That's a life skill. If you can ask good questions, your life will be a lot better. It'll help you in your marriage or your relationships. It'll help you with the raising of your children. It'll help you with your finances. It'll help you with your peers and your friends and your cousins and sisters and brothers. It will literally help your life flourish if you knew how to ask the right questions. So that's why, to me, asking the right questions is the most important skill and trait that you should learn. What does that mean? So instead of saying, Mr. Seller, why you want to sell your house? You can say, hey, Mr. Seller, why don't you keep your house and still move to Florida and just rent it out? Then they're going to give you a more in-depth reason to why they need to sell their house. Man, I thought about that. And honestly, I can't imagine being on the hook for 2 mortgage payments right now. I make just enough for 1 mortgage payment. And I know that, my uncle, he went through an experience in his life where he was a landlord, and 3 of his tenants stopped playing and he went under. He had to pay all the mortgages out of his own pocket. I can't see myself being that person. Now, if you was paying attention and writing that stuff down, then you can kind of make an argument for that. Well, how would you feel if I just step in and guarantee the payments and send it straight to your title company? And if I mess up, you can take it back from me. And I give you enough down payments to cover you for 2 or 3 months while you're taking it back from me. How would you feel for that? You see how I'm digging deeper into the questions that I'm asking. So that's one of the things that it's going to take practice to get good at asking quality questions. And you just got to listen. So if you're on your phone, if you listen to the radio, you'll watch your kids run around and play while you're working your phone calls, you're not going to get very far with your prospects. You have to be dialed in and tunnel vision with your prospects to make sure that you're giving them the best information possible and asking them the best questions possible. Right? So the point I'm making to you guys is, when you're building these type of framework, what I teach is framework. We don't teach scripts. We don't teach generic stuff you can Google or search. We teach in-depth information, and that's why a lot of our clients see success, because we are teaching stuff that's very informative that a lot of your Fortune 500 companies are teaching their employees. So that being said, I want you guys to focus a little more. I think that you are not hitting the level of focus that you would like to. So when I look at people and they've been doing this for 6 months and they haven't gotten a deal on contract, it's because you're not positioning yourself to be known, to be liked, and to be trusted with your prospects. And that takes multiple conversations. And you have to accept the fact that You have to talk to people 2 to 3 times, 3, 4 times to get it going into the direction that you want to go just by getting a simple deal on the contract. Then after you get the deal on the contract, you still got dispositions to worry about. And that's why we teach the 4 pillars. And I'm not going to get into the entire 4 pillars today because today is only about hot leads and dealing with your hot leads. But I'm guaranteed to tell you that when you create a follow-up system when it comes to your hot leads, and you create a system where you're asking good quality questions, you're going to convert way more hot leads. So that being said, any questions today? Like I said, today's my son's birthday. He really ain't want me to work today. But like I explained to him, I have this challenge for 1 year straight that I must show up every day, Monday through Friday, to provide value to my people, to make sure that they get the information they need to go out and do deals. Because when we get messages, we got a message this morning, someone bought a few VAs from us, and they increased their business. And they increased their business by 400% because they took what we taught them and implement the VAs in their business, right? We get these messages every day. That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me motivated. That's what keeps me like, yo, I have to show up and serve my clients because they're actually receiving the results. We got clients that they did all of the work themselves. And then all of a sudden they hired us in our VAs and we come in and we literally create an easier operation for them. But now they're getting more leads that they don't even know what to do with. That's a good problem to have. Hey, who agree? Me getting more leads than I know what to do with them is a good problem to have. If you agree, put agree in the chat. That way I know you're paying attention. If you're getting more leads than you know what to do with, is that a good problem? I want that problem for all of my businesses. I want that. I told my team, I want the calendar to be so full. I want the calendar to be so full that on the first page of the calendar, as you're scrolling down, it says to be continued. And everything I own. Real estate, virtual assistants, high-level consultant, mentoring. I want my calendars to be so full and everything I got going on that I'm like, good God Almighty, how are we going to get to the day? That's the same thing you should want for yourself. You should tell your team, I want our calendars to be so full, it should say to be continued on the day. It should have next page 1 or 2. You know what I mean? A good, effective business starts off with good quality lead generation. And if you're not mastering generating leads, and then you're not mastering talking to the prospects and generating quality hot leads and creating quality conversations to move your pipeline along, you're not going to make too much money. The only deals or leads or clients that you're going to close are the people that can close themselves, that they was that motivated that no matter what you said, you could have showed up with a needle in your arm. Shit, I'm hot. Shit, I want to buy your house. Here, buy my house. You can have this motherfucker because I got to go. That they're motivated that they was going to sell a house to anybody who came and took it. Now, the secret sauce is how could you take that and get people that might not be that motivated to do business with you? That might not be that motivated to say yes to you on the first offer. That might be that stubborn to say no to you on the third or the second offer. So you got to get that good to the point that you're working your pipeline. You have deal flow. You have lead flow. You have people to talk to every single day. If you're not making 30 to 40 follow calls a day, you're doing this business wrong. If you're not talking to 30 to 40 customers that express interest in receiving a cash offer or to receive a product or service or sign up for a VA or sign up for this person, if you're not talking to that many people a day, you're doing this business completely wrong. This business is a contact sport business, which basically means that you need to make contact with people, right? You need to be touching on people, not in a weird way, but in a positive way where you reach out to people. At first, when we, because I had a couple of businesses prior to what we do now for you guys. But when I first started this business and I used to have to follow up with people and chase people like, yo, I have a service for this person. It's going to change their fucking life. They know it's going to change their fucking life. They know it's the best option for them. They know that they tried every other option and every option don't work. Fuck it, get this option to try. Why are they not paying? Why are they not answering the phone? What is going on? At first, I felt insecure. I didn't want nobody to think I was begging for money or begging for their business or begging for, to work with them. And then I realized that people move when they want to move. Then I realized that I have to do more touches with people. I have to follow up with people. I have to stay on the phone with people. I have to hold people accountable. Most people need accountability. So when a person say, I'm going to sign this contract tonight. The next thing you know, 2 days go past, you haven't heard from them. You have to address that elephant in the room. Hey, Mr. Seller, we talked 2 days ago, and you told me you was going to sign this paperwork. What is there an issue? Did you run out of ink in your printer, or did you have a family emergency? Is there something I'm missing? And you're addressing that elephant to the point that they have to answer the question with sincerity. You know what? I need some more time to think about. Okay, great. What more do you need to think about? Let's put our heads together and think together. What is it that your mind is not processing that I can get some input in? So sometimes you have to accelerate up the decision flow. Some people will take their time and sit on an idea. Think about you. How many times you guys out there took your time with something and procrastinated with something just because? And then the minute somebody called you out on it, you tighten up and got it done or figured it out as quickly as possible. That's the same thing with your prospects. You guys got to realize that some people take their time with thinking, or it's not as a major priority to you as it's done because you benefit the most. Right? See, success is a two-way street. When you're doing business with somebody, they should benefit just as much as you. And when they see that and feel that, then they make the decisions that much quicker. So when you're talking to your hot lead and you're manifesting to them what's going to happen once they move forward with you or sign this piece of paper or make this decision or wire their money, whatever the case may be, they need to feel that and understand that that's what's next. And if you haven't done a good job of doing that, then you need to stop practicing it. Right? So today, I just wanted to come through and give you guys some information. I just wanted to come through and get you guys some information and literally just provide value. And if you feel like that there's more that you need to learn, or if you feel like, damn, this is a lot of information, but I need it like in my way of understanding, hire us, book us, hire your first consultant this year. Say, yo, not just a coach, hire your first high-level consultant in what you want to do. We specialize in outsourcing and building remote teams that can increase your lead flow as well as close more appointments for you. That's what we do. Hire your first consultant and say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and spend this little bread because what's the worst can happen? What's the worst can happen? I don't see no results and I can just write this shit off on my taxes next year. That's what I tell people. The worst thing that happens is you don't get the results. The best thing that happens is you get way more than what you paid for. Way more. I don't know what to tell you guys, but I'm here to tell you, I'm going to be the first one to tell you that investing in a business will pay you more dividends, more yield, more return than any investment out there in the current marketplace. Anything, crypto, Bitcoin, Airbnb, Amazon automation, any of that bullshit. It will pay, invest in an actual, functional, legitimate, proven business will pay you way more than any investment you can throw at me. Any annuity, any stocks, anything that you throw at me, investing in a business will outpace them. A proven business, that is. A business with structure and a business with system and a business with actual employees, not just yourself, but employees that can do the work if you don't wake up or if you want to lay in a bed. Let me ask you something. Could you lay in a bed today and the work still get done? Yes or no? Could you lay in a bed today and the work still get done? That's ideally where you want to be. Now, I'm not encouraging laziness. I'm not encouraging entitlement. I'm not encouraging, using people, run on top of people. What I'm encouraging is workplace sufficiency and efficiency without with or without your day-to-day involvement. That's the whole thing of entrepreneurship. Imagine if the CEO of Starbucks decide to take off for a few days and go down to the Caribbean to enjoy the beautiful weather because his Chicago office is fucking freezing. Should Starbucks stop running their operations because the head guy's not there? See, that's what you got to understand and break the bridge between the regular people, the regular smuggler people, and the special 1% people that understands the power of delegation, right? We wrote a book called The Art of Delegation. Get you a copy. It's $99. We gave it away for free at our last event, but it's $99. It's worth more than $99. It's actually worth $1,000 in my opinion, but it's just a book, right? But it's a powerful book that will change the way you run your business, right? If I can show you how to tweak 2 or 3 different things in your business to make extra $20,000 in exchange for $99, that would be a no-brainer. So in that book, me and my team wrote it together, and we showed you different ways how to delegate different things, how to outsource different things, and how to structure your company to run without your day-to-day involvement. Listen, there's going to be some people that's going to pull a wool over you and say, work hard, you don't need VAs, you don't need a team, roll up your sleeves. Most of them people, outside of them being successful in real estate, never ran a successful business, never have a successful operating team, never understood a chart of accounts, never understood a budget, never understood how to scale a business from zero to whatever the amount of money is, and they only did it once in real estate. They never could repeatedly go into different niches and did it. I personally did it in multiple different niches, multiple 6 figures, maybe even 7 figures. I don't know. I don't beat myself on the chest that hard. So my point I'm making to you is not about being hands off. It's about creating efficiency in your business. So if you have to be hands off, whether by force or by voluntarily, your business doesn't stop. You see why a lot of people struggle and fail? Because the minute they can't get up and perform or get up and go roll their sleeves up and get out of bed and go to work, their money stops. And I'm the complete opposite of that. I'm teaching and trying to tell my people that your money shouldn't stop coming in or working for you because you couldn't make it to work today. So that's the biggest secret, especially even on the hot leads. After you learn this stuff yourself, it's imperative to create successors. People that you can coach up and teach and train, or their VAs or their cousins, sisters, or brothers that can come in here to do the same things you're doing for your company, such as generating hot leads or talking to hot leads, for making offers and contracts and proposals and generating revenue for the company. Wouldn't it be a lot easier if you can show 2 to 3 people how to do what you're doing, and then you can replicate yourself? Even if they only do 50% of what you do, they're still outpacing you because 50% of 3 people is 150% of what you can do. So you guys got to understand this when you're doing and structuring your business, that at some point you need to create sufficiency in your business. Yeah, she said thanks to a VA, but she's still very hands-on. I'm still very hands-on in my business, right? I'm not saying don't be hands-on in your business. All I'm saying is create it to the point and build it out to the point that if you got to miss work, whether, and then you got to think of it this way. As your children go up and get older, when they're younger, you can kind of get away with missing out on shit because they might not remember it. But when they turn between that age of 12 and 17, that's when they're going to remember you for who you are. And that's the thoughts and they're going to have in their head from the whole rest of their life to who they think you are as a person. So if you're not there, you're missing the soccer games, you're missing the tennis games, you're missing the baseball games, you're missing the competitions, and you can't afford to catch a flight, like whatever the situation may be for yourself, they're going to hold you accountable to that. So it's imperative to start building now while they're young. Now, some of you might have older children, but it's imperative so you start building now so when your grandchildren get a little older, they can remember you. So that's my message for today. Being able to generate quality hot leads and being able to take them hot leads and understand how to get them closed without being so transactional. It's the secret sauce to you creating more revenue for your company. Remember, we don't ask for sex on the first date, so why should we do the same thing on a sales call? Why should you on the first call trying to make all this negotiations? They may feed into you, but they're not buying anything you tell them because they don't know you yet. They don't trust you yet, and they damn sure don't like you. So that being said, I'm going to give the next 2 minutes to anybody who may be interested in asking questions. Also, anybody who want the link to pay the $99 for the 20,000 leads today, only today. Literally, guys, you get these leads for like less than a half a penny. Only today. Text me now, 202-335-3322. Text me and say, send me the link, motherfucker. And I will make sure that you get the link. Because literally I'm about to start working at 2:30 today. Take my son out to dinner. Like I said, this evening we're going to the movies, me and the wife. Going to go see Titanic. It's 3 hours and 21 minutes. Wish me luck. That's a long ass time. But, that's what you do. So 202-335-3322. Book a call with your boy and the team. We got friends. We got so many people on my team that's really high level. Listen, the average person who talked to my VAs that work directly for me don't even know my VAs are actually VAs. And the only reason why some people had an idea my VAs are VAs is because they know I sell VAs. But if they didn't know I sell VAs and I didn't acknowledge that my team is 100% virtual, they wouldn't even know that my team are made up of 100% virtual systems from the Philippines. You can get the same exact setup. We can get, what's up, brother? My man been working hard for the last few days. I ain't heard from him. Yeah, he in there putting that work in. Yeah, they on their workload. I see you. But the point I'm making to you guys is, yeah, mama, you got my number. You know the drill. Just text me the count. I prefer the counties. But if you want to send me the zip code, you can send me the zip code. It's going to be a bunch of small lists. It's going to take us a way longer time, but we'll hook you up. I see, bro. I see. Put your head down. Put that work in. Let me know how that PG County deal work out for you. If you can lock it up at what I told you lock it up for, I can get it sold the next day. Cash, 10-day closing. I got 3 buyers that'll buy that shit in their sleep. So just let me know. We can make some bread. That being said, this week we're going to finish out just a bunch of different things. But when we open up our Facebook group, that'll be the time for you to invite as many people as you would like, to create value for us. Yeah, peace, old bird. So if you need the link, text me right now. Any other questions, drop your questions. I got 1 minute left with you guys. Go ahead, drop your questions. I hope you have an amazing Tuesday. Put in the work. Call your leads back. Don't wait 5-6 days to call your leads. Preferably, as soon as you get a lead, call them. If you're busy, you get work a job, take your lunchtime break, 1 hour to work in your business. That 1 hour can just be you doing follow-up calls. You'll be surprised how much even a little bit of time you can contribute to your business will get you results too. It might not be crazy results. Hold on, say it again. You said today was fire. Appreciate the love, brother. If you believe in what we do, share this out to as many people as possible that you know, like, and trust. If you need to monitor your VAs, download even Hubstaff, and I set it up for you, or screenshot monitor. Even one we both like. Yeah, share this video out with people you know, like, and trust. Let them know, if they want good free training, free coaching daily, come on up here. We'll do our best to help you out. And like I said, when we create this Facebook group, man, share with everybody you can think of. Anybody that want to know how to take their real estate business to the next level, share. Give me a second while I text this link out to a few of my VIP clients. If you're ready to elevate, and you're not working with us, I'm not sure if is Robert working with us. Excuse me, guys. I've got a lot of clients. Real talk. If you're not working with us, book a call to figure out how could we help you. Right? We have multiple packages at multiple price points. But if you want to be a VIP client, that's a package that you need to sign up for. Where we're there and we're very attentive and we're there at your beck and call. Book a call with us today to figure out how we can help you. Listen, and I gave a play last week, and I might cover that a little bit next week. How to financial business using credit cards again. I might go a little deeper on the live. But I gave you some plays last week to show you how to get between $40,000 to $50,000 in credit cards to invest in your business, and then showed you ways to hide your utilization, all that stuff. I've been doing this since probably 2011, before the internet was the internet. We was just in the streets, running plays, using credit, whatever. I don't want to talk about it too much, but the point I'm making to you, I've been around the block. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I just stay to myself, and I don't really speak on a lot of stuff because, back in the day stuff. But I don't really speak on a lot of stuff because where I'm from, it's inappropriate to speak on stuff if you're really about that. You're never going to see a killer say, I'm a killer. You're never going to see a millionaire acknowledge that they're a millionaire unless they never had money before and they just want people to suck their ass and kiss up to them. The people that actually know that got real money, the people I know that got real money are the people that don't speak on a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? The people I know that got real money don't speak on a lot of shit. So the point I'm making to you is you don't have to speak on a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I help thousands of people over the years, and I don't beat on my chest. Even the clients that's crushing it is doing, multiple five figures a month. They're doing 3 to 5 deals a month. Young kids that move to Texas, their situation, multiple 6 figures. I don't speak on that shit, and that's why they love me and respect me, because I'm not here to gloat off attention and clout. Anything you hear about me in the street, verify that shit. Check into it. There was a little small situation that happened a few weeks ago. You see the shit ain't up. See nobody talking about it no more. This shit was handled. You know what I mean? Behind closed doors. So at the end of the day, when you go through stuff as an entrepreneur, you got to show people that you made business, right? You don't have to always just address everything publicly. Business is business. That situation was handled. NDAs were signed, so we not speaking on anything of that. If it ain't positivity or money making or tips or uplifting or success or talking about how we can show our kids different plays or how we can run different plays, I don't want to hear that shit. That's why honestly I took a break from Facebook. I don't even post on my Facebook account anymore. Because every time I want it, I see some people trying to show each other how big their dicks are. Right? If you've been around success or money, no matter how much money and success is, because let me tell you something. The one thing I learned 10 years ago, money has no loyalty. Money is a whore. Money will be in your account tomorrow and then somebody else count the next day. Money has no loyalty to nobody. So if you're up right now, you should be scared because you got to maintain that status. That's not an obligation. That's why if you truly look at banks, they don't care about what's your bank account. They want to know what you actually have, such as assets, business holders, intellectual properties, trademarks, all that stuff that's tangible that you can hold on to. Like anybody can have $200,000-300,000 in their account today, but then next week, a month down, they make a few plays or bet a few dollars or have some bad people or spend some money and make some bad investments. You know what I'm saying? And make some bad investments, that fucking money gone. So what I tell people and why people rock with me so tough, right, is because I don't have to speak. Like my man, he's in the watch business. He spent a lot of money with me, and I help him, right? And I told him, I said, yo, I'm gonna buy me a little rollie for my birthday, but you ain't gonna never see me posting on social media. You're never gonna see me putting in my content in my videos. You're never gonna see me in my videos or stacks of money and showing you all these hoods. That shit not gonna help you. That shit not gonna make you get to the next level. The point I'm making to you is that at the end of the day, you have to focus on the task at hand. And sometimes the shiny shit is a distraction. So that's why I choose not to be the loudest in the room. That's why I chose not to, go out and buy a Bentley or, go out on a $10,000 vacation to take a cameraman with me and show you. I'm showing you stuff from the ground level. I'm showing you stuff from the basement. And once you understand that as an entrepreneur, you're gonna understand that this longevity shit, it's magic. You got to be fucking evil Knievel with somebody to understand this longevity shit within business. How could a person be up, a month ago and now they crying they broke? Or they like, dog, I see this all the time in business. It happened to me too. Yeah, it's called cash flow stability, where you have to be able to consistently bring money in. Don't mean you poor, don't mean you broke. Just means that you have issues, and that's what big companies do. They go out and they get lines of credit and they infuse that cash back into their business to give it a reshot, to make their business perform better. There's nobody I didn't show me anybody, any entrepreneur, any person in business, whether they're fucking real estate, wholesaling, whatever the fuck they doing. I don't care what the fuck they're doing. They own a $20 million company. They're going to have cash flow issues. They're going to have employment issues. They're going to have hiring issues. They're going to have workplace issues. They're going to have sexual harassment issues. Not me, but I'm just saying they're going to have fucking issues. So at the end of the day, when you look at stuff, no one's perfect. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I look at people, I take shit with a grain of salt. I don't buy into the hype. I don't listen to a lot of different people. I respect people based on longevity. Damn, OG been at this shit 20 years. Clearly he knows something I don't know. Damn, such and such been doing this for 10 years and he always been solid. So when you hear shit about somebody, like somebody posted some shit like a few weeks ago, I'm not going to speak on it, but there's a few people I question like, damn, bro, you run to go comment something, then you got my number, nigga, call me. Like, text me. If there's an issue out there and you feel some type of, there was one person that did text me, but I'm saying if there's an issue out there that you see, but you run in and go talk about like a girl, and don't call me like a man. You completely lost respect for me. I will never do business with you. I will never work with you. I will never send money your way. I will never do anything with you because that tells me a lot about your character. So the point I'm making to a lot of people, especially people that are just watching just to be nosy, is that at the end of the day, you can act like you this, you can act like you that, but you got to maintain that shit. And most times, everybody can't maintain the front they're putting on with people. So listen, enough about me. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do what you need to do. Follow up your list, follow up your leads. Reach out to my team if you need to book a call with us to see what we can do. We've been doing this implementation shit for millions of years, it feels like. Book a call. I'm taking my business into a new direction. I'm just being honest with y'all right now. We're going to be focusing on our agency side of our business, right? We're still going to be focused on helping on real estate. Real estate is always going to be my heart. I would never give that up. But we're going to be focused on people that have businesses outside of real estate, or they may have business in real estate where from an agency side, where we can really help you. You're really putting up money, some real money to your business to see results. We developed these tools and software just for me. And I'm like, shit, a lot of people can benefit that. So when my friends call me and say, bro, I'm struggling with Facebook ads, we throw them up a Facebook ad in like a day, and they getting leads coming in. Or they struggling with writing copy. We write copy for them, and now they converting people. So like, that's something that we're going to be focusing on in the next 30 days. So if you see me posting more content on my YouTube outside of real estate, don't get offended. I'm still here for y'all. Yeah, appreciate it. They said, that's why I chose you. What you say? Thank you for showing up, Antoine, for us today. Create more memories. Yes, it's my job to show up. I know it's my son's birthday, and the beautiful thing about having a family, see, my children was raised in the business. My son used to be riding in the back seat of us while we was going around having a business, dropping off our tags when we had a tag agency. Both of my sons, they rode in the back seats. They rode with us. They was on the road with us, speaking on stages and shit. Like they are riders. They understand the grind and what it takes to get where we at in life. So they very much respect the family business. They know that daddy got to work and daddy got to provide value for people. So they respect that part. So I think if anything, I can leave you guys today. Set the expectations with the people you love and care about. And what is it that you do? So if you just start dating somebody, you got a new girlfriend, you got a fiance, set that expectation with them day one. That this right here, nothing comes in the way of this. This right here is respected because this right here will take care of us. And if you don't set the expectation, you're going to have problems. Simple as that. But other than that, man, appreciate y'all. Love and blessings. Talk to y'all later. And I see y'all tomorrow at 12 o'clock.